This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 18, verse 19. Learn before thou speak, and use physic, or ever thou be sick. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will. Peace, love, salutation to you. Let 144. This is Brother Kashakwala from the GMS Atlanta Church here in Georgia. I just want to come with a fairly quick lesson of learning before you speak and not speaking too much or talking too much. All right, so this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 18, verse 19 again. Learn before thou speak. And that's the main part I want to focus on in this verse, but I'll read it through. And use physic, or ever thou be sick. All right, it says learn before thou speak. In order to learn, you have to listen. You have to see. You have to observe. There's not much talking involved in that. When you're learning something, you're usually in a quiet state of well, actually, yeah, you're in a quiet state of mind because you're trying to retain everything that is being taught. Okay, so you don't want to speak that much. Okay, talking too much doesn't get you anywhere. Okay, the scriptures say, "One that slippeth with the tongue," it says it's better to slip on pavement than to slip with the tongue. Okay. Also, James, at I think the 3rd chapter, talks about how unruly the tongue is. Okay, it could get you in a lot of dire situations. Hence why Yahweh Shai didn't talk. He didn't talk that much when he was going through persecution. He said like one thing. He said, "Thou sayest," okay, and he just went on with what he had to go through. He didn't speak. He didn't try to. No, I didn't do this. No, no. He just went through it, but he didn't say much. He didn't talk much. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get one more scripture. Again, this lesson might be fairly quick. This is Sirach, chapter 11, verse 8. I'll start at 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. That's right. Like I said earlier, you got to observe. You got to see. All right? You got to hear. You got to listen. The word hear, which the word listen, if I'm not mistaken, is in the definition. The word hear means to what does it mean? It means to give an effort to listen. Okay? It says understand first and then rebuke. All right? Verse 8, answer not before thou hast heard the cause. There you go. So, answer not before thou hast heard the cause. So, shut the hell up. Stop talking so much before you have heard the cause. Before you really heard what's going on. You know, before you really knew what was going on. If you didn't know something, you know, you're not going to answer a question you don't know. We're just going to open up blabbermouth and spit some, hey, what's 1 + 1? 18. Nah, you ain't learned it yet. You know what I'm saying? Someone has to teach you what 1 + 1 is in order for you to answer. Okay? It says neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. That's right. Don't interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Because what does that do? I'm going to get it real quick. If you interrupt a man, especially a man who may be flowing in the spirit at the time, or you can see he's kind of like gearing up. You know, you can see like the spirit starting to warm up in the brother, and he's starting to speak or whatnot. Don't interrupt that flow. It says 1 Thessalonians 5:19, quench not the spirit. Okay, don't quench the spirit. When you interrupt the man, you're quenching the spirit. If the spirit is on a man to start speaking or pulling out precepts, or if he has something on his spirit that he wants to convey or he wants to bring out, let the man bring it out and do not interrupt. But likewise, at the same time, be short with your words, comprehending much. Sometimes don't need a long ass lecture to understand the point that you're trying to bring out. You know, you say what you need to say, bring it out, and then move on. Okay? All right. So it says, answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Because if there's a man in the midst of his talk, the brother might be in the spirit. And that could be towards any brother. You know what I'm saying? Including myself. I do these videos pertaining to myself, you know. The scriptures should cut you every day. Sometimes you gotta shut the hell up. Sometimes you gotta know when to speak. Speak when spoken to. You know. Sometimes you have to learn before you speak. You know, like we read in Ecclesiasticus, the 18th chapter. Sometimes you should answer not before, and first learn the cause, then answer. Or read the scriptures so you become more knowledgeable. Then you can apply and you know, start bringing out more. And once the Lord starts dealing with you more and more, building your faith. You know, if a man is in the midst of his speaking, don't interrupt. That's just straight manners. Okay. That's just straight manners. I don't like being interrupted. You know. Let's see, one more scripture. It's Proverbs chapter 17, verse 28. It says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. So when a fool shuts the hell up, he's counted wise. The scriptures say, be as one that knoweth much, but holdeth his tongue. And when you read in the book of Sirach, okay, it says, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. There you go. I might as well try to find that scripture in the book of Sirach, because it says, he that holdeth his tongue, you know, be like one that knoweth, but yet holdeth his tongue. You know, it's good. You can have understanding. You can have knowledge. Yeah, it's fine and dandy. That's great. It doesn't always need to be brought out every single time. There's time and a place, you know, and so you may get that time. There may be the place where it's needful for you to bring out the knowledge that is a necessity for that given point of time. The scriptures say, don't force the course of the river. Okay? Meaning, don't butt your way in there trying to show that you know something, or I got this, or you know, or my precept has to come out. Man, your precept don't gotta come out, man. You know, what makes you think any other brothers don't know the precept that you're bringing out, man? Because at the end of the day, ultimately, all this boils down into having faith. Not how many precepts you can bring out, not how much you know, not how many good points you can bring out. Shit don't matter, you know. But are you applying them points that you were bringing out? Are you applying them precepts that you were bringing out? Are you actually reading to add to your spiritual repertoire? Because if that's not the case, you need to reevaluate yourself. You shouldn't be in this thing just to go to the highways and byways and bring out fire precepts. Yeah, they may be fire, but you keeping that. You know what I'm saying? I can't find it right now, but the scriptures do say, be as one that holdeth his tongue. Be as one that knows much, but yet holdeth his tongue, man. So, you know, that's pretty much all I wanted to come with, man. Just learn how not to talk so much. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it, you know. So I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144. It's Brother Kasha Quala. Until next time, I want to say Shalom.